tall, conventionally good looking, aka I'd say like chiseled jaw lines, and guys who photograph really well, often white men. But it's still really off-putting sometimes to just hear this reconfirmed. My ex is within that category, and he was the person who I posted the video who went on 150 dates. Yesterday I was with a couple of my guy friends who are pretty good looking guys, but they're 5'7", they're more, I'd say, average, and they are minorities. And we were having a conversation with him, and they were just joking and saying, oh, like it must be pretty easy, you know, for guys who are really tall and white like you. Is that true? And then he wouldn't respond at the time, but he kind of smirked. And then when we got back and it was just him and I, we had a conversation where I asked him about it. I was like, so is it true? And he said, yeah, so I'll put it this way. If I were to go on the apps tonight, this is like 10 o'clock, I would be able to get a date by tomorrow. And the whole air of this, the way it was said, the entitlement, the bragging nature, it was just so off-putting. But what was really sad about this is that, like, I know it's true and we all know it's true, right? Like, guys who are in their early 30s who look a certain way and are above 5'10" do really, really well in the new age of dating. They are able to just line up dates, and it doesn't really matter if the values don't match up, because for instance, for him, he doesn't want to have kids. And you would think that'd be a big restriction, like he puts it on his app profile anyways, and especially in this area, which is in the South, where I think a lot of women conventionally want to have kids. But his last two exes, like, both want kids, and they still went on dates with him. And it's almost sadder to see like women just kind of tolerate this, because like attraction, and especially immediate attraction, is so difficult to find. And I'm certainly guilty of that myself. It's just, I don't know what the solution is to this. Certainly it's not to encourage entitled jerks like this in terms of their behavior, but it's also, again, just the world in which we live in. And this is why I think a lot of selfish behavior has come from men, in terms of, no longer feeling like they have to be a gentleman or really have to woo any women, because they don't like you. They just go back on and they'll find a date in the next hour.